64 battle rappers, and we're going to put each of their best rounds of 2025 against each other. We got the Al Capone hat here. Inside of the Al Capone hat, it's magical. There's powers within this hat. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're either at the table or on the menu. No comment. Inside of it, there are 64 tabs that, you know, I cut by hand, and we're gonna choose today who's going against each other. So, depending on who I pick out of this hat, we're gonna choose who is going against each other. So, let's go for it, guys. Check, check. Feel like we're good? Feel like audio's good? Feel like I'm feeling good? How's everybody feeling out there in cyberspace? Hopefully wonderful. Alright, let's get it in. Let's start this. Let's start this thing. What's up? Ilmac's not here. He's busy right now, but he'll be joining me throughout some of these. He just didn't want to do this. You know, he's got, you know, money to make. He's got, you know, babies to kiss, campaigns to run. Nitty's first versus Daylight. I don't think Nitty's first versus Daylight is on here. I'm gonna pull up the doc and we can go through all the rounds. I think Nitty second versus Calico is on there, not his first versus Daylight. Yeah, dude. We're giving away $1 billion. Thanks to Elon Musk. He's a huge fan of battle rap, along with another bunch of corny shit that he's into. But he is gifting us $1 billion to give away to the person that wins Round for Round 2025. Y'all saying battle rap's dead. Y'all are fronting. We got $1 billion to give away out of the garage of my house. Alright, so we got the Al Capone hat. We got 64 names. We're going to draw them, put them against each other, watch them, and then move on. So how we vote on this, I haven't really decided. Maybe we could politic this in here. I figured during the lives we'll have a poll in the chat. Me and Ilmac, or me, whoever's here, I'll decide a winner, 3, and then I'll do a poll on Patreon. You don't need to be a member to vote. You just go to patreon.com/ruinyourdaynow. You vote there. That's 3 votes for who moves on. You could join the Alcoholics. I used to love the Alcoholics, man, back in the day. I'm also going to be 8 years sober next month. Alcoholics. They have this one song. Yeah, Liquidation. Do you guys know? What do you guys know about this Liquidation shit? Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah. This song good? I forget.
About the problems like you told, who you telling? We did more shows than Eric Spelling.
Oh, this song, killing it. Yeah, this song. I used to love this song.
I be killing it. Cause I be feeling it. I get money.
Oh, shit, I think it's this song. Yes, it's this song. I used to love this song.
Oh shit. When I'm pushing through the crowd, it's like, oh shit. There goes catastrophe to alcohol. Now my objective with this rhyming is to take words and bounce them.
Man, I don't
twist
even
them
know.
up so bad the whack MCs can't pronounce them. Just to show you how we house them from.
I used to love this lyric though.
It's like when the button on the back pocket cracks. I used to roll with mom, shotgun in a Datsun.
I'm into a lot of random battle rap and hip hop as well. Alright, so should we draw the names, guys? Let's fucking get into this shit. Let's do it. Alright, who we got first? First up on the list, we got Cortez. We got Cortez. Where is he at? Which round from Cortez? So it's 1 round versus King. I haven't decided which round yet. But we got Cortez versus King. Versus Cortez is taking on. It's definitely skate video music for sure. Alright, let's get it. Cortez is taking on Chef Trez. Cortez versus Chef Trez. And that Chef Trez round is his second versus Lou Castro. Boom. Cool. So we got Cortez versus Chef Trez. Let's get it, guys. Who's going to win? Cortez or Chef Trez? I mean, Trez almost fucking won Champion of the Year 2025, so I think he's probably in the winning for almost the whole thing. Next up, we got Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes. And that Snake Eyes round is going to be his first versus Bill Collector. Also, Snake, if you're watching this and you want to change that, hit me up. I'm totally down. What's up, everybody? Steve, how's it going? Cortez is mad nice. I also don't understand the hate. He gets a lot of hate for no reason. I agree with that shit. Cortez is like one of the best. His battles with Head Ice, I still kind of go back and watch. And Hitman. Have we ever watched Cortez and Hitman on Watch? That's a fucking really good battle. All right, Snake Eyes is taking on J2. Huge pause with that. Huge pause. J2, his first versus Loso. And J2, if you're watching this and you want to change that round, let me know. Alright, so far we got Cortez, one of his rounds versus King, versus Chef Trez, second versus Lou Castro, Snake Eyes first versus Bill Collector, versus J2's first versus Loso. Banzi, what up? Pokelo, what up? Deuce Raven across the face. Chef got it. That is a crazy round. All right, next up, we got T-Rex. My man, Rex. I think Rex has his first versus Av, right? I seem to remember. Where the fuck is it? T-Rex, first versus Av. Boom. Let's copy this over. Again, these guys are competing for $1 billion. $1 billion. Rex versus King. Rex versus King. What round from King did we pick? Where the fuck is King? His third versus Danny Myers. Alright, that's going to be a... Man, alright, I'm already excited about this. These are really good rounds. These are really good rounds, dude. Let's fucking get it. Alright, boom. Moving on. Oh my god. Abo the Alcoholics song was fire, but you look like a Schwarzenegger's anabolic supplier. That's hilarious. You spelled Schwarzenegger crazy. I'm with that. I'm with misspelling words. Alright. Next up, we got Los Prime. Boom. We got Los Prime. Rex's King's round is crazy. First round of the tournament, yeah. Rex versus King is crazy. All right, Los Prime. What round did we pick from Los Primi? Primi man. First versus Elijah Straight. Also, Los, if you see this and want to change the round, hit me up. I know people be seeing this and like, actually, I didn't want to use that round, so just let me know. Versus Los Prime is going against the one, the only. Can you guys see this? I doubt you can't see this. You probably can't see it. Los Prime is going against Loaded Lux. Alright. Loaded Lux is first or second versus Twerk. We've still got to decide what round that is that we're using from him. But one of those rounds versus his Twerk battle. So we got Los Prime versus Lux. Rex versus King, Snake Eyes versus J2, and Cortez versus Chef Trez. How's everybody doing in there? Yeah, El Solo's definitely in the bracket. You kidding me? We got to get the goat in here. We got to get the goat in there. Appreciate everybody tuning in for this. All right, next up, we got Miss Hustle. I think it was a Hitman round, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Yeah, it's first, her first versus Hitman. First versus Hitman. I'll just type it because guess what? I'm fucking cool. Alright, Miss Hustle is going against Sharon. Miss Hustle versus Sharon. What round from Sharon did we pick? Third versus Ill Will. Alright, cool. We got Sharon versus Miss Hustle, that's a really good battle. All right, Sharon versus Miss Hustle. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I don't know. Los Preem could win that. I know people are saying unfortunate for Los Preem, but I think Los Preem's round might be pretty good. Might hang with the man, the myth, the legend. But who is the logo of battle rap? Who is one of the best ever, if not the best ever of all time? We got Tay-Rock. What round from Tay-Rock did we pick? Tay-Rock, let's go. Rock, where you at? Am I just not seeing him? Did I gloss over him? Let's see. The fuck? Where is he? I'm blind. I am blind as shit, brother. I don't see Tay-Rock. Rex Ave. Oh, here we go. Tay-Rock. Oh. Alright, we got versus Lou Castro or second versus Jay. We haven't really decided on what rock round to use. So we're gonna decide that. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for having eyeballs that work. I need those. I need those balls. You're wearing a pink Nike. Cannabis trolled the whole king of that with his notebook in 2012, right? Yeah, man. You got me. All right. So Tay-Rock is going against Easy the Block Captain. Let's go. Hell yeah. That worked out. Easy, where you at? Man, you guys are gotta help me see because I'm blind as living fuck. Hansel also chose this round. I just didn't write it down. The fuck is Easy? I know he's probably at the shop. Me blind. I'm super blind. There we go. Easy. Second verse Twerk. Easy, if you see this and you want to change, let me know, brother. I'm totally fine with changing up this round too. Alright. 100 mil, huh? Exactly, dude. We're giving away real cash. That's how we do to ruin your day. We're just rich here. That's why we're pulling names out of a fucking 8-year-old Al Capone hat. Capo. Capo. What round did we choose from Capo? I just saw him. I think it's first versus Snake Eyes. We'll let him choose. Versus Snake Eyes. Alright, versus Capo's going against the one, the only Jazz the Rapper. Jazz third versus Hollow. I know that off the top of my head because she texted me that the other day. Alright, what we got next? When does the matches start after you're done with the brackets today? I'm going to start them tomorrow, dude. I'm going to start fucking banging these out. I want to go live every single day until we get these done. I might do 2 in a day. Just depends. Ilmac might join me if he's down. Otherwise, it would just be me and you guys. Just watching all these. Alright, next up, we got Official. Official versus Chirac. I forgot what round from Official we chose. Man, it is hot in this garage. I think I'm going to go live in the mornings, guys. Like really early, like 9 a.m. So the bruvs can catch it. Official, where you at? Guys, I am blind as fuck. Where the fuck is Official? There we go. 14. First or third versus Chirac. Alright, fine. First or third. Alright. Official is going against. Yeah, we got some rematches. Jazz versus Capo. Wait, Jazz fucking battled Capo? Where do they battle at? Official versus the one, the only, the GOAT. It's your father's favorite uncle from your mother's side. We got O Solo. The battle of weird apostrophes and names. Alright, O Solo. His first versus Clips. Also, he's going to be in town, so that'd be cool if he came by for that. That'd be really cool if he came by for that. When he's in town, we'll actually do that. Call us biased. Alright, next matchup, we got Arsenal. Arse. First versus Jazz. I remember that. Ours First versus Jazz versus Hansel. Alright, let's pull up Twitter. I forgot what Hansel chose for best, what round he wanted. Oh my god, dude, look at all this. Look at the shit that I have to deal with on my page. Alright, either my first versus Justice, first versus Nakam, or my second versus Saint. Alright, I guess first versus Justice wins. Justice. Alright. Hansel versus Arsenal. That's a good battle. We got... Next up, we got Murder Mook, the GOAT. First versus Hitman. Taking on Mook is going against. Mook is going against Bill Collector. Mook versus Bill Collector. I think Bill's, it was a battle. What? I forget which one it was. Where the fuck is Bill? His second versus Snake Eyes. Second versus Snake. Woo! Bill Collector versus Mook? Let's go. That's fire. Alright, next up. We got Ilmac. Ilmac's third versus Real Sick. Versus, this is gonna be hilarious if I pull Real Sick. Dude, imagine Ilmac's third versus Real Sick versus Real Sick's second versus Ilmac. Let's see. Oh my god, if I pull this, this would be fucking nuts. I don't think I'm going to though. Life comes at you fast. Alright. Verb. A verb. Ilmac's third versus Real Sick versus... What A verb round did we choose? I think a I thought it was a JC round. Yeah, third versus JC. Cool. Alright, moving on. Next battle. We got Hope Trilly. What round versus Zan did I choose for her? I know that battle's so good. Where are you at, Hope? Hope. Oh, third versus Rainfire? Okay. Huh. I don't know about that. I gotta ask her if she really wants that. Hope is going against Swervo. Swervo, we chose Little Swerve. His second versus Next, or first versus Hansel. Alright, we'll let him pick. I don't think I reached out to him, but I'll let him pick what exact round he wants. For the motherfucking... Alright. What about my boy Pat Stay? Pat Stay, R.I.P. dog. Pat Stay's the best. Rest in peace. Alright, next up we got Homeschool. Homeschool. Third versus Tariq is going against... What's Homeschool's third versus Tyreek going against? Let's see, everybody. T-Top. Hey, King. You like that T-Top impression? You like that top? Pause. All right. Third versus Hustle. It's on the app. Thanks to URL for granting us the permission of watching some of these rounds on the app. Get the URL TV app, urltv.tv. There's like fucking hundreds of battles on the app. It's well worth the $8 a month. Next up, we got Loso. His second verse, J2. Boom, boom, boom. Second verse, J2. Loso's going against Vixen. Vixen. The ass in. All right, Vixen. What round did we choose from her? Where's she at? Where's Vixen at? Second verse twerk. Alright. Vixen's second verse twerk is going against Loso, excuse me. It's a good looking battle. Alright, Bizzo Bond. Bizzo Bond, brother. Bizzo, what fucking round we got from you, bro? Versus Tay-Rock? Bizzo versus Tay-Rock. It's a 1 round battle. Bizzo versus Tay-Rock. Then we got Av. Bizzo versus Av. What round from Av? Second versus Vixen or third from Rex? I'll reach out to him and ask him which round he likes more. Alright, cool. Bizzo Bond and Av. Next up, we got the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest of all time, New Jersey Twerk. Twerk's first versus Kid Slay, right? First versus Kid Slay. App. Thanks to URL TV for granting us the permission to watch rounds from the app. Go get the app at urltv.tv. Salute to URL, Beasley, Chico, Smack, and JB, my man. Twerk is going against Disaster. Woo! It's a good battle. Damn. If that actually happened, that would be hella dope. Diz, I think we chose a Gemini round. First versus Gem. Cool. That's dope. That's a really good battle on paper. What the fuck is over here? Alright. Next up, we got Swamp. Swamp had a crazy fucking 2025. Where's Swamp at? I think we chose one of his rounds versus Hollow. Am I wrong? Where are you at, Swamp? Third versus Hollow, yeah. Swamp's third versus Hollow. I almost said Swampo. Swamp is taking on Eunice. Wow, that's a crazy battle. And then I think we chose a chess round. Yeah, first and third versus chess. And that's on the app. Cool. Salute to URL. All right. Next up, we got Shotgun Suge. I think we chose a round from the easy battle. Salute to Chrome 23. I miss Remy, by the way. Really liked working with Remy, man. She was somebody who like really cared about like the overall presentation of battle rap as much as any other league owner, and she like put all this extra work into like making the ambiance of the room really cool. Like if you walked around a Chrome 23 battle, you would notice there was like logos everywhere. She printed out these huge decals and stickers that she would like put in the wall and like shine light on it. She's a professional. I really miss Remy, man. I wish you fucks didn't run her out of battle rap. No, I'm kidding. All right, Shotgun Suge. Where's the easy round that we chose from him? Where are you at, Suge? The fuck? Did I skip over him? Am I fucking blind? Where the fuck is Suge? God damn, dude. Where is Shotgun Suge? Hitman's little brother. Okay, at the very end. First versus easy. Okay. First versus easy. Alright, Suge is going against Lou Castro. Suge versus Lou Castro. What round from Lou did we pick? I don't know if we picked a round. Where you at, Lou? Mr. Muscles. First versus Chef Trez. I don't know what round. Yeah, and she dressed them and got their hair done. That's true, Peggy. She put a lot of effort into battle rap, and it's fucking really whack how it turned out, to be real with you guys. I really don't like the way that it played out. Just to also, like, you know, being a part of watching how certain people take advantage of people in battle rap has always rubbed me the wrong way. When people like are genuinely, because at the end of the day, we're all fans of this, right? I'm a fan of battle rap. I didn't get into battle rap to make money or do anything other than help it and be a part of it because I love it. I think that's why anybody does it. I don't think anybody like gets into this because they're like, oh, you know what I should do? I should get into rap battles to finally make my millions. I think she got into it because she loved it. And I think like just a lot of people took advantage of her, to be real. Justice. We got Justice. Alright. Justice. I think he chose his first versus Hansel. It's funny they both chose rounds versus each other. That was a really good battle. Justice is taken on. Let's see. We got Justice versus Shoddy Hora. Shoddy Hora! Too bad we can't watch a K-Shine round, right? Second versus Shine. We'll find a way. We will find a way to watch that round. Where there's a will, there's a way, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way. Jay the Nightwing. Jay the Nightwing, what round did we choose? I think it's something from Ill Will's battle. I just forget what round exactly. Second versus Ill Will. Ill Will. Alright, Jay is taken on Danny Myers. Rematch of the century over here, and I think it's third versus King. But let me double check that. I could be wrong. Danny, where you at? Danny, where you at, brother, man, yeah. Man, I got to really get my eyes checked. First versus King. Alright, we're cruising through this, guys. We are cruising through this. I'm going to make the graphic after this. Alright, we got Rum Nitty. Second versus Calico. Calico versus Rum is going against. Whoop. Dropping shit over here. Wait, did we? Yeah, we didn't already pick that. Alright. Rum is going against John Dadon, brother. What round from John do we pick? John, where you at? Versus Swamp. I gotta ask him what round he thinks is the best. Jay was on a run last year. Jay did fucking phenomenal. Jay's just one of the best, dude. He's one of the best. We got Big K, the dog, strikes again. I think it's his third versus Jay Murda versus Big K versus Fonz. I think it's his second versus... It's on Gnome, I know that. Forgot who he battled, though, on Gnome. Fonz. Second versus Rock. And that's on the app. He easily used one of Jay's rounds versus Homeschooled. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. He had so many good ones. It's fucking nuts. Alright, next up, we got... We already chose Jazz. Okay, that was one that I already picked. Alright, we got Daylight. Third versus Rum. Spawn taking on Chess. That battle's good. Has that happened? Chess versus Daylight? Because that battle would be phenomenal. If you guys don't know, Chess is like one of my favorites. I think Chess is one of the best battle rappers ever. And somehow I think he's kind of slept on, which sounds really weird. His first versus Eunice. Dope. Mad Flex, a real deal. There's so many. That's true. Yeah, fucking Jay went ape shit, dude. We need a Day versus Jay battle. Whoa, that's a good suggestion. Daylight versus Jay the Nightwing. Alright, Coffee Brown. Coffee Brown. I think she chose... I was just talking to her on Twitter about this. Second versus Eon. Eon Moore. Alright, Coffee Brown is going against Real Deal. Third versus Twerk. Coffee versus Real Deal. Let's get it. Move these over here so I quit doing that. Alright, we're getting it down, guys. We're almost done. Daylight said he would want Jay as a partner in a 2-on-2. That'd be dope. It's some good matchups here. Daylight versus Chess, Big K versus Fawn, Suge versus Lou. Yeah, there's some good battles here. Disaster versus Twerk. There's some good battles here. I'm fluxing with this. Alright, we got Mike P. Mike P, who Mike P won round for round. God, I don't even remember the year. I think it was 2020 or something. It was a long time ago. Second versus King. Is that when he wore a Vegeta wig? I guess you could call it a wig. I think it's more of like a hat. It looks like hair. The fuck? Dude, my handwriting is so bad. Sometimes I can't even read my handwriting. Alright, versus Street Dog. Or is it Street Dogs or Street Dog? Alright, both from a King battle. That's funny. Where Mike P, second versus King, is going against Street Dogs, third versus King. Is it Street Dog or Dogs? Okay, it's just Dog. That'd be weird if it was plural. Chess and Day battle. I think they would pull off a crazy compliment battle. I agree with that. That'd be fire. That'd be super fire. Alright, little names left. We got Hitman. Hitman's... I think his first versus Miss Hustle is probably the one we're going to go with. First versus Hustle. I want to see Mike P versus A-Word, but he said it won't happen. Why won't it happen? That battle definitely needs to happen. Two of the best. Hitman versus Thesaurus. Thesaurus first versus Dollar Bill. Dope. Hitman Thesaurus. That's a fucking good battle in general. Let's get it. Alright. Let's go. We got, next up, we got Anderson Burris. I should probably ask him if he wants this round because I think we chose a round for him. Where are we at, Anderson? What round did I choose from you? Third versus O Solo. Versus Anderson, third versus O Solo, which could take the whole fucking thing. Anderson, oh man, this is a good battle. This is a really good battle. Anderson's third versus Osola versus Hollow. And it's a round versus Jazz. I gotta ask him. Which? I think it's the one about Mozart. That round was fucking nuts. Alright, next up. We got Cali Smooth. Smooths, did-a-do. Which round did we choose? This is third versus Real Deal. Third versus Real Deal. Taking on. Smooth is going against Peggy. Cali Smooth versus A-Ward. And guess what, Peggy? A-Ward hasn't told me what round he wants yet. I've texted him twice. He ignored me yesterday. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to text him right now. Be like, I'm on stream. Round of 2025. Alright. Boom. See? Texted. A-Ward. A-Ward versus Smooth. So A-Ward, pick ya round, bro. Alright, next up. Yeah, I think Mike P's coming back. I mean, the thing about battle rap is you can retire because you get burnt on it, but you always want to come back and do like one battle. Come on. Alright, we got Real Sick. I think A-Word just texted me. Real Sick second versus Ilmac. Maybe if I could spell real, that would be amazing. Amazing feats of intelligence by me. I haven't a clue. What? A-Word, you don't know? He literally goes, I haven't a clue. Alright. I'm hopped up on something. I'm just trying to get the energy up, dog. I'm drinking coffee. That might be it. I just had therapy. I went to the gym. I had a good job. I don't know. It's probably all the meth I did this morning, to be real with you guys. Alright. Real Sick. Real Sick is going against Quest McCody. Quest McCody, third versus Danny. Danny Myers. Figured it was coffee. Yeah, hilarious. All right, let's see what A-Ward said. I guess with coffee's third or T-top, every round of mine last year was good, but I know one specifically that would be otherworldly. Okay. The chat also. Yeah, okay. He's asking, chat, what do you think? I'll put this. I'll make a poll right now for A-Ward. Alright. What was A-Ward's best round of 2025? Third versus Coffee, third versus T-Top, or a round versus JC? Alright, cool. Polls in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. We're almost down to the last names. Next up, we got Pass. I think it's his third versus Eunice. Pass is taking on none other than Calico. This battle was supposed to have been happen. Calico, I think, is second versus Rum Nitty. Damn, that's a good battle. Those battles are fucking, those rounds are amazing. Oh, Jack. Oh, yeah. Maybe we should do that. The first versus Jack Boy main. But still, it's really good. Yeah, the 30... I mean, it's a 90-second round, that first versus Jack Boy. Okay, Peggy, is the first versus Jack Boy better than the third versus Coffee? What do you guys think? I don't really know. You can also ask Ilmac. Maybe you can help me out with it. All right, the last... Well, that's two. What the fuck? I'm missing one. Shit. All right, we got Appa. I fucked up. There's one missing, so we're gonna have to... Appa. What round from Appa do we pick? First versus Low Supreme. Low Supreme? Alright, Appa's going against none other than Ill Will. I think it's his third versus Jay. Alright, so we missed somebody because I have one more person who's the greatest battle rapper ever to live. And he's my man's, and he's locked right now. Free Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti. We got his first versus Fax. Fax. Man, is this... Did I... I must have lost a fucking... Huh. I don't know. I fucked up. Alright, we gotta go through and find out who we're missing. Shoddy Big K, Justice, Easy King, JC. Oh, did we pick JC? I don't think we picked JC. That's who we're missing. Pretty sure JC is the missing person. Yep. We missed JC. Alright, cool. Geechee's going against JC's third versus A-Ward. Alright, guys. So, he got the books. Yeah, he got the books I sent him. He thanked me. Well, you know, the person I talked to that talks to him told me that he thanked me. I still haven't talked to Geechee the whole time he's been away. It's fucking really sucked, dude. That shit fucking sucks. Losing homies and just knowing they're fucking sitting in a cell. I hate it. Fucking bothers me. Who's Sharon going against? Sharon is going against I forgot. But it's somewhere in here. It's a lot of battles. Miss Hustle. Jack, but isn't Coffee Round where he talks about the past being a young visionary Christian group? I don't know. So I think the third verse coffee one for A-Ward. Alright, fine. Fine, we'll use that. Alright, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to make the brackets public, and then I'll post them on all the socials. And tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 10 a.m. depending on everything, every day, every fucking day, I'm going to be live, hopefully with Ilmac, somebody else. If I can get other people to join me, we might not be live in the morning. We might be live in the evenings, but I want to do them earlier so people on the East Coast can tune in, people on the UK can tune in, and it's comfortable for everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in for this round for rounds. We're back. Much love to everybody out there. I'll make the brackets, post them, and then yeah. Everybody have a good day. I will chat with everybody later on. Peace out.